We were listening for volunteers. Yes, Benito. How do I fill in our binomials? Uh-huh. -1 from up here to... Raise your hand if you did that. Okay? You must have, the factored form must have x minus. So, when you get your quiz on what day? You're gonna need to put in like x minus. Put those in. Okay? Alright. Let's clean this up a little bit. So Carla, in green, we're going to be doing some multiplying. So what do I write here on the sides? X minus 2. X plus 1. Class, let's multiply together. X times x. 1 times x. X times -2. And -2 times 1. Now we're going to combine like terms. We're going to add what's on the inside, and this gives us an answer. So I have x squared. Class, those two become -1x. And this one becomes -2. Raise your hand if you got that for the first two. Okay, good. Now it doesn't matter if you wrote x minus 2 over here and x plus 1. When you multiply and then add, you will get this as your answer. Let's do the orange one now. Jonathan M. Help us write on the outside for the orange. X minus 3. Class, let's multiply together. Multiply. Multiply. X times -4. Positive 12. Okay, now we're going to add what's inside. Class, are these two like terms? No, this one has an x squared, this one doesn't. Are these two like terms? Yeah. What do you get? -7x. So I have x squared, -7x, and then a positive 12. Okay, we use the zeros to write the polynomial in factored form. We're going to write an equation, but before we do that, now we have to do the green. That was our answer from up here, times the orange. Ariel, help us multiply. Multiply. Good. Here. Correct. If you're stuck on multiplying x, and these are two x's, x times x, so 1x, 2x, 3x, we don't say 3x, we would say x cubed. Okay? Keep going, Ariel. Good job. Find another student. Juan, go ahead and multiply. Yes. Good job. Good job. Virgilio, multiply. Zoom in for you. Good. Alright. Now it's getting a little bit more complicated. We're going to have to add or combine like terms, but you might see a pattern. What pattern are you guys seeing? Yeah, is that nice? Using this method instead of using FOIL, this area model of multiplying kind of helps us organize our like terms. Class, can I add anything to x to the fourth? So my answer, x to the fourth. How about the blues? Yeah, this is -1 plus -7. So now we're adding inside the box. And they're like terms because they have the same variable, same base, and same exponent. So you just add the numbers in front. So -8x cubed. 12 plus 7. Class, and 19 minus 2 is 17. Positive 17x squared. So as you go through these, another helpful tip is to put check marks by the ones that we've actually touched. So if you don't have color-coded like mine, totally fine. But putting check marks can be helpful that you've touched the box. Class, 14 minus 12. 2x. And then we have the -24. Write the equation of the polynomial function by multiplying our factors. We're going from factored form and to standard form. Axel, read the next bullet point for us, please. Everyone put your finger on the degree of the polynomial. You're looking for the largest tiny number. You're looking for the largest exponent. The answer is 4. This is a 4th degree polynomial. Class, is this number even or odd? And what's the easiest even you know? X squared. And what does that look like? Smiley face, right? This will help us with the next question. Sade, go ahead and read the next directions. Okay, this question is kind of difficult for us without a graph. And it's telling us to actually sketch the graph at the very end. I will show you the answer without the graph. So if you're stuck in this position on your quiz, which is on Friday, then at least it's kind of helpful if you don't have the visual. Okay, and the visual will verify it to you. The end behavior has a key word that starts in a sentence. Talk to your partner in 5 seconds. Look for that one key word. Ready, set, go. Give you a hint. It's not on this page. On the count of 3, we're going to say one word. Ready? 1, 2, 3. As. You guys remember that? Do you remember how this orange box is always the same? Okay. What do we put in there? So we're going to put in that nice green pen. Positive infinity and negative infinity. One will always be positive, one always is negative. Now, again, we don't have the visual, but we can use the easiest even degree. Everyone say degree. The degree of the polynomial gives us an idea. And everyone say leading coefficient. Put your finger on the leading coefficient. Show your partner. Give him a head nod. The leading coefficient is right here. Class, is that positive or negative? That means these arrows right here, they stay. So as I go towards positive infinity on the x-axis to the right, what happens to the graph? Up or down? How do you say up on the y values? Positive infinity. What is this? What direction does this mean? As you go towards the left, what happens to the graph? It goes up. Up is positive infinity. Okay? So there is our end behavior. Okay. Next question. Jenny, read for us.
Determine the y-intercept of the polynomial function.
Let's see if you know it. You can use multiple fingers. Put your fingers on the y-intercept. It's all over the place. Okay, super basic. You should be pointing to that, right? Better if you knew it was this. The answer is negative 24. See it? Let's show you why it's negative 24. Class, what's the order pair down here? 0, negative 24. This is the x, and this is the y. If you put in x equals 0 into our polynomial, class, what's 0 to the 4th power? 0 times anything? The only thing that's left is what? The constant, negative 24. So your y-intercept in standard form, super helpful. And the last question. Hania, read for us. Alright, let's sketch it now. Let's sketch it. Let's take all of our hints and see if this is helpful. The degree of the polynomial gave us a hint of where to start and where to end. Starts up, ends up. Okay? Another thing that might help us is the multiplicity. Everyone say multiplicity. Put your finger on the multiplicity. Show your partner. You're not showing your partner. Just put your finger somewhere. Try. It's the exponent. What is the exponent, class? There's no number here. Is it 0 or 1? 1. Is this number even or odd? Shoot through or kiss? So basically at every 0, we're just going to shoot through. So I'm going to start up here. We're going to play connect the dots. And as I shoot through, I do need to go through this one here. So I'm going to graph it. Do your best to smooth curves. So shot through negative 1, shooting through, going through 2. There's a turning point. And there's my polynomial. Okay? And this should work. Look. 4th degree polynomial has 4 x-intercepts. There are 4 reals, right? 4 minus 1 tells you the maximum number of turning points or extrema. There's 3. 1, 2, 3. Even degree polynomials. Start up, end up. So let's review what we did. We took our zeros, put it into factored form, which is in blue. Multiply it all out to get standard form, and you can get other information. Now, in the next problem you're going to do, notice how you have the graph. How is that different? It's showing you the intercept, or the zeros, or the x-intercepts. Those points, put your finger on it, those are what you can put into your factored form. Okay?